Hey, welcome, yo. Welcome to another episode of Eating While Broke. I'm your host, Colleen Witt, and today we are outside the podcast studio and into Brooklyn, New York. Okay, and our special guest today is Cipha Sounds.
What's up?
The legendary Cipha Sounds. DJ, radio host turned stand-up comic.
That's right.
We got a lot of layers here that we got to cover.
Oh, I'm layered.
You're layered.
I'm layered
You're
for sure.
Definitely layered, and you pivoted a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm curious now. On this episode, on the New York edition, we are not actually cooking in studio. We're gonna do takeout edition. So I want to know what you ate when you were broke in New York trying to survive. So what do you have us eating today?
So, hi, I'm very famous in New York. There was a lot of things I ate while I was broke, but this dish here was my main go-to. And this is a New York staple. Now, it sounds kind of common. It's 4 chicken wings and French fries.
Yes.
Which you could get at on any kid's menu in any restaurant. Buffalo Wild Wings, Red Lobster, Applebee's, you know what I mean? But it's different in New York when it comes from the Chinese hood spot. You know what I mean? Why is this is not even, this is new. See, the chicken wings and French fries from the Chinese spot, there's something special about it. I don't know why. There's nothing Chinese about it.
Yeah, there really isn't. No.
But for some reason, the Chinese hole-in-the-wall spots in New York City make them a certain way. I don't know if they all talk to each other and have the same recipe, or they get the chicken delivered from the same spot. But some dudes have variations. You could do 4 chicken wings and fried rice. Some do 4 chicken wings and an egg roll. I personally like the French fry aspect.
Okay.
So this was like my go-to broke meal coming up.
And how much was this when you were coming up?
$4.
$4.
$4, $5 sometimes. And you can add another wing. You can ask for extra duck sauce, which I don't know why people in the hood are so rude when they ask for extra duck sauce. It's a thing.
What you mean?
You never seen that?
No.
Yo, give me more duck sauce. I'm like, hey, just ask nicely. They'll give you more.
So you do your French fries with duck sauce, or you do the chicken with the duck sauce?
You do hot sauce, duck sauce, and ketchup.
Okay.
And then you have like a tri-dip. You know what I mean? A little bit here.
But you know what? They played us. That's why they're so rude.
Yeah.
Because they give us the ketchup and the hot sauce. I don't see any duck sauce.
There is no duck sauce. Well, you have to ask for the duck sauce. Did anyone ask? Who got this? Eagle Wit get this?
Eagle Wit did not get this.
Okay.
I had what do you call it? The delivery service?
Oh,
Yeah, what is it? Delivery Grubhubs and those guys, and they deliver
They
it.
didn't have that when I was broke.
Yeah, well, we were on a tight schedule, so we were like, order that and have it delivered.
No, it has to be delivered from a Chinese guy on a bike from the restaurant.
Yeah, because the guy who delivered it was like Filipino or something.
And he came in a Honda Civic.
He came in a scooter or something.
Oh, scooter, yeah. See, the things have changed.
So let's just try a wing.
Okay,
so I can have this experience.
You're from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from New York, but I live in LA. I've lived in LA so long. I'm
Okay.
chill out.
But you had this before, right?
I've had this before.
Okay.
I've had this before.
So you got to pop off the wingy part. But sometimes you can get a little meat right in there.
Okay,
You get a little,
I see that little meat.
And then you pop, how'd you do it?
I did it.
You do flats first or drum first?
Let me tell you, I am a flats person. What are you?
See, drum all day.
I don't. You know what? I don't mess with the drum. When I was younger, I was all about the drum. I got older and I was all about the flat.
What is it about the flat that you like?
Honestly, I feel like the drum is always drier.
I ain't gonna lie, I haven't had this in a long time. It tastes exactly the same.
It's hella good.
Yo, this tastes exactly how I remember.
When was the last time you ate this?
Like this, like straight up from a Chinese spot like this? Oh, man, it had to be like what year are we in? 2022? It had to be like 2004 or something like that.
Wow. That's a long time.
And I eat a lot of wings.
It's
Wings
so
is my
funny
stuff.
because you look like you're in nostalgic land right now. You're like,
No, because taste is one of the, taste and smell is one of the most sensory, provocative, mind melding type. Smell is the most, you remember the most when you smell something. Like if a girl walks past me with Chanel number 5, I instantly think of that bitch that broke up with me. And I don't use the term bitch in a derogatory sense towards females. It's more of a hip hop colloquialism.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, what was going on in 2004?
2004? That's when I stopped eating this.
Yeah, but like right before, and then I want to know 2004 what the transition was. But
oh no, well,
when you were broke.
Yeah, I was broke. I had ups and downs, right? So 1996, I get the call to DJ for Little Kim. So, did you not know that?
I'm listening. I'm.
So I get the call. Should I be eating while this is gross, right?
This is eating while broke. Don't do that. I want to tell you something. People actually hate when we're smacking on the show, and I try so hard not to. I'll be like trying to quiet, and every once in a while I'll get an item where we're both like.
See, that's the difference between podcasts nowadays and radio. We used to have this thing called a cough button. And it's a button right by the mic. Like if you're about to cough or do something you don't want people. It's almost like a mute button.
Yeah.
And you hold it down. Podcasts don't have cough buttons.
No. But we have edits. But.
Well, we did everything in real time.
But just smack quietly. Just smack smoothly.
So I got the call to DJ for Little Kim in 1996. So I go on the road with Little Kim and Junior Mafia before her first album comes out. So we were just doing promo shows. And she was doing she didn't even have an album out yet. She had Get Money remix, Players Anthem, a couple of R&B, features. And we would do we had to fill a half hour or hour show. So we would do here's a B.I.G., here's your favorite Biggie songs, and here's your favorite West Coast. We would just make a show out of it. And I was getting $300 a week. And then her album comes out, then she's popping. We was going everywhere. And the album's doing really well. And then her videos come out, first came No Time, and then the song Crush on You. So we are popping. And they still giving me $300 a week. That was the promo tour money.
Wow.
So then I said, I want to stay doing this, but it's not enough to survive.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to get more, and then I had to quit. And they hired some other guy, and he sucked, so they called me back. Then I was getting $300 a show. And I thought I was rich.
Oh, because they went from $300 a week to $300 a show.
show. So then it's we go out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We might do some kind of big show on Saturday. Then we might do an after party. So that's 2 shows in one night.
Yeah.
So I'm getting $300. So I'm coming home with $1,200 or $1,500 a week, and I thought I was rich.
Wow. Well,
and then I was
how old were you then?
20, 21 maybe.
Yeah, so at that time, you're really rich at that time, and you're doing what you love, right?
My rent was $700.
Oh wow.
So I'm making that in a week plus, right? I was getting $1,500 a week. I'm making $700 each. So my rent, in my mind, my rent is done. I'm good.
Yeah.
Then the rest of it is just stacking up. And and then that stopped. So I was just DJing, and then I started interning on the radio for Funkmaster Flex, and he wouldn't pay me. He didn't pay me. He paid me in knowledge and opportunity and food. He would pay for the food. I order food and you order yourself something.
Yeah.
So I had to order him food, and I would order something like this. I would order whatever. He always ate crazy. So I would order extra because he never checked the receipt. So I would order something for right now and then something I could have for breakfast. So I'm okay, what will, if I hide this in my book bag, won't taste gross in the morning.
Yeah.
And that's it. And then I was back to broke.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And then, but I learned how to make money. Flex wouldn't pay me, but he taught me how to make money. So, it's still to this day I use Flex tactics.
Wow. Now, where was the transition where you ended up not eating? Like, what happened in 2004 where it was like no more?
No, I still was kind of broke in 2004, but not eating this. So I'm on the radio. Let's see. I started in 97 as an intern. And then I just started DJing a lot more. I'm DJing every night. Sometimes opening for Flex, sometimes getting my own gigs. And I don't spend a lot. Like, I bought one chain. It was fake. I bought a platinum chain, but it was fake. Like, I knew this lady that makes jewelry, and she goes, no, just get, we'll coat it and we'll put cubic zirconia.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah.
And then here's the crazy shit. Can I say shit?
You can say whatever you want.
Can I say the F word?
Facts. Can he say all that?
So she's telling me a lot of famous rappers at the time were getting fake chains. But it was like they had real chains, but they would wear the fake ones out in case they got robbed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But they can afford the real chain.
So where would they wear the real chains to? In their house?
I guess depending on where they were going. Like, if you were going to the Tunnel, that's where I DJ, the Tunnel nightclub. So chains were getting robbed on a regular.
Okay.
So don't wear your real one to the Tunnel. But anyway, so I got one chain. I said, so I wasn't really a flashy guy like that. So I stacked all my money, stacked it. So I was DJing a lot. Then Flex would get me we would host somebody's mixtape and we get like $4,000. He'd give me one, or we host like certain events, and then like he got on MTV and he would like, you got to pay Cipha to drive or whatever. So I was making like a little bit of money here and there, but I wasn't spending a lot.
Yeah.
So I started stacking, boom, 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 and then when I got my own show on the radio, that's when I started getting like popular, like getting real good gigs, like gigs that pay $2,000, $3,000, $5,000. DJing was fun back then.
Yeah. So you're making a lot of money. You were in heavy rotation. How was your ego around that time?
My ego got checked so early.
How?
My boy Ari, he saved my life. This is when I had the chain. I took the chain off after this night. And I listen, I was in the Tunnel around Puffy, Jay-Z, Fat Joe, Big Pun, Nori, DMX, all these people. And so like I thought, I'm in the game. I got to get a chain. I don't even like jewelry.
Yeah.
I don't even wear a wedding ring. Like I don't just like it. I have so many nice watches. I don't even wear them. And I was in the Tunnel. I'm opening up. I have to be at the Tunnel at 9:00 because it was the first 500 girls free. So I had to be at the Tunnel 9:00. The Tunnel didn't get popping until 12:00.
Oh, wow.
But I'm there 8:30 bringing in my crates. And I said something to my boy like halfway, I'm the shit. Like, grab that one or some shit. And he's a little guy too. He's from Philly. He's one of my best friends to this day. He grabbed my shirt and he said, yo, don't you ever talk to me like that again. He's like, we've been with you. We're all in this together. We've been with you since day one. Okay, you got on first, but don't talk to us like you bigger than us or anything.
Wow.
And it changed my life. Like, oh shit, I started to get gassed. You know what I mean? Like that's where Cipha Don't Get Gassed comes from. Like I started to get gassed because I was like starting to be known.
Yeah.
And he made me realize it doesn't matter. It does not matter. My friends are what matters, you know?
Yeah.
And I took the chain off that day. What am I doing? Why am I wearing this stupid chain?
Yeah, it wasn't even like you were into it.
No, it was stupid. I was playing like a robe. I was young. I was, 21, whatever.
So have you ever had to face that ego beast ever since, or were you like good?
It might pop up here and there, but I check it quick. I check it with, I try to, put myself in reality. Like, this is a fantastic opportunity that I have. Opportunities, many, but also it doesn't, it's not, it doesn't matter You know, how you raise your family or how you look at the world is what matters. But that don't mean I take away the fun.
Yeah,
I have a lot of fun
Yeah.
with a lot of dope people.
Yeah.
But I just don't let it get to me like that. And I've watched so many people come in as nobodies, blow up, come back down. Like, and I was
Yeah.
like, you know, you try to warn them, but they're not your people like that. But I see them come rich, back to broke.
Who are you open to naming like names of like who you've personally seen like go up and down the ladder?
I don't remember exactly. I just seen it so much. I'll tell you, Nicki though. Nicki Minaj is one of them. That Nicki Minaj to me, she's not broke by any means.
Yeah.
But Nicki Minaj to me is the perfect example of who you see on the way up is who you see on the way down. And she treated a lot of people like shit. And then, you know, now she's not nowhere near as hot as she was.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I say that, I don't want to say like I got beef with her, even though I do. But, you know, I don't want to have beef with her.
Yeah,
For some reason, I don't have beef with nobody. My name is clean in the streets. And she's the one person that like just did some foul shit to me. And I was just like, and then, you know, look at people like Nori. He was up, down, now he's all the way up.
He's all the way up.
All the way.
When I say he's all the way, he's all the way.
But like I spoke to him today for like 2 hours. He still calls me. I always say this, Nori was my first rapper friend and Aaliyah was my first R&B friend. You know what I mean?
Wow.
And like, he still calls me to this day.
Yeah.
Like, and he's the same Nori, but he's all the way up.
Well, that's cool. Like he hasn't. Well, even if you see how much he's accomplished, I always feel like people that are able to, like, especially in the industry, because it's so easy to burn a bridge with ego. Like, for him to be able to accomplish what he's accomplished, he's clearly a good friend to people, right?
But that's what I'm saying. The thing about Nori is I watched him when he was just, you know, Nori, had a couple records out. And he would invite everyone to his studio, no matter where you were from. First time I ever met 2 Chainz when he was Titty Boy was with Nori. First time I ever met 3 6 Mafia was with Nori. First time I met David Banner. They would just come to his studio or his session and he would always show them love. And now he's big and they're big. And it's not like he just met them to get them on his show. He's been knowing them. He's been showing them love in New York.
Yeah.
So now it's coming back.
Yeah,
you know, it's paying back.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't let the ego get me. And then I fall into situations where like, damn, if I was a little more not egotistical, but if I was a little more loud about my accomplishments, I might get more things at this time. Like I don't shout my accomplishments a lot, where other people shout them all day long.
Yeah. So I mean, people like you're known as like a legend. Like, you know, you're on that legendary, like, you have your own brand. So I feel like there's a lot of respect. Like, people are
but there's
hyped.
a lot of stuff I got jerked on, missed out on, or missed the opportunity. But that's weird because I didn't miss it because I was doing another opportunity.
Yeah.
I just wish I would have, like, as I look back, I was like, I should have did that instead of that, you know?
I did an interview once with Earthquake, and he was talking about like
the comedian.
Yeah.
Oh my God, he's the best.
Let me tell. He's got stories. But one of the things he had said was like, I think I had said something along the lines of like, what was that moment that you made it? And he had said something about like, just like, there's never a time where you make it. It's just more like, you know, did you cash in on the opportunity, like type of deal. Yeah. Like, I feel like you're still moving and shaking. Like, even though we're in the beginning of your story, there's so much to unpack with you, you know, because now you're a huge stand-up comic now, you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't say huge, but yeah.
But you're making your waves.
I'm 100%, like 100% enjoy the journey type of person.
Okay.
That's why I'm able to do all this stuff, because I like the struggle. I like the climb. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some people only want to get to the top. I'm enjoying every night I enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah. I am a person that like loves the hero's journey, the hero story. hence eating while broke. I live for
right.
these
Yeah.
moments. Tell me how it was. But speaking of that, you name dropped a couple people like
Oh,
Aaliyah.
I'll name drop.
Please, let's start with the name
Drop that
dropping.
shit.
Like, what was up with you and Aaliyah?
Aaliyah, I love Aaliyah. I met Aaliyah at the radio. I mean, 90% of the rappers I met was at Hot 97 or people in the industry.
Yeah.
I mean, at that time, Hot 97 was on fire and everyone had to come there. So that's where I met a lot of people. But Aaliyah was super, super cool. I met her at the radio station, and we really got cool when Funkmaster Flex was doing some kind of MTV Beach House. He was DJing the Beach House, one of them MTV things, and she was there. And there's a famous picture with her and Mark Ronson. She's wearing the Hilfiger thing.
I think I remember that.
I'm in that picture, but I got cut off. The picture that blew up was just her and Mark Ronson. I'm in that picture. She was super cool. She used to call me. Like, she saw, like, I was, like, this was, like, right before 1 in a Million dropped. So it was, like, right before she really, really blew up. And I don't know if she got my number somehow, maybe, I don't even know. I don't remember. But she would call me and check in on me, like, saw that I was, like, you know, an intern at the radio station getting Flex's food and setting up his records. And she would call me, how's it going? How you doing? You doing this? You doing good? You feel good? Like, you're not stressed or nothing? Like,
Wow.
It used to make me blush, like, when she would call.
Did you know, now was that was, I have to mention his name, but was that after the R. Kelly? Like, was she, did you know anything about the R. Kelly situation?
No, that was after. Because the R. Kelly situation was her first album. And that was all, you know.
Did you kind of know about it at the time? Or?
Not more than we all did.
Yeah.
More than anybody, like when that was in the news.
Yeah.
I mean, I heard a lot of shit about R. Kelly, but we didn't know, like it was always like, it's always like, there's a lot of people like, oh, nah, he be, you know, be careful over there. He be with the young ones, like shit like that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm a kid too. Like, I don't know what this means, you know?
Yeah. You guys were around the same age?
Aaliyah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. She was young.
She was young. She might have been a year older or a year younger. Like Kim, like me and Kim are the same age. So like, when I was on tour with Little Kim, she's a superstar, but we're the same age. Like, when we go back to the hotel, she was like a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But she just had this whole big persona.
If you had to put 3 of these ladies in like an order of great, you already know who I'm gonna ask about.
No, I don't know.
Cardi, Kim, and Nicki. We're gonna leave out Lauryn Hill because she would trump all of them.
What though? Of
like,
great and what?
Like greatest. Like, if you had to choose like greatest in order, like who would be your number one?
I hate these lists. I need more specifics. Like in raps. Nicki. Nicki writes the dopest bars.
Really?
Yeah.
I know she writes really good, but I think Cardi writes really good too.
Cardi don't write.
Oh.
Cardi don't write. But see, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to take nothing away from her. I respect her so much.
Wait a minute, hold up. Rewind. Yeah. What?
No, that's known.
Dang.
I mean, maybe some, but not. There's.
Damn, yeah. she just. Well, maybe she just raps well on the beat.
Incredibly.
Yeah.
Delivers. But here's the thing. I know all of in the industry knows who writes for her. She delivers. She performs.
She does it good.
All your favorite R&B singers, 90% of them don't write their own songs. It's not even a thing. Like in hip hop, it's like, oh, he's got a ghostwriter. He ain't writing his shit. But nobody in R&B writes. Like, writers write. Because the writer and the performer is not the same thing. So that's how I look at Cardi. But she kills the performance.
She kills. Let me tell you, nobody gets me more hype lady than Cardi.
Not only does she kill the performance of the rap, she kills it in her life. Like, you can see she is who she is.
Yeah.
My only problem with her is that sometimes I feel like she's just using hip hop as a step. That's what makes me upset.
What do you mean as a step?
Like to get to movies or TV or the next thing. Like, I don't like when people use music because it's easy to put out a record to get to the next thing. I don't know if that's true. That's just how I felt because she doesn't, like, if you don't write, then do you really want to rap? It's different with hip hop, you know?
Well, I think I had heard once that rap wasn't something that Cardi was like easy to acclimate to. I heard it was a little bit of work, and I don't even think she really wanted to do it.
Right.
But someone had pulled her arm. But do you think that's
that's
what
what I'm
leads
saying,
to Nicki's anger sometimes? Because Nicki always seems very, to me, she comes off very defensive, and I think it's because she's writing and a lot of people aren't.
Yeah, it could be part of it.
You know, like
but it probably goes a lot deeper. Like, I feel bad for what I said earlier about Nicki. Like, I wish she had like. I don't know her well enough. I don't know her. I know I had one really big problem with her, and to this day it bothers me. But like, you know, I'm a big advocate of mental health, and some people don't go get the help. You know, I see when you get the help that I've gotten, you see in other people like, oh, you need this, or you need a little of that, and you can't tell them that, especially if you don't know them, you know.
Yeah.
I sent my therapist. My therapist has given me months free of how many people I've sent to her. Like,
for real?
Months free. Like, she's like, you don't even got to pay, Saif.
Wow.
I've sent so many people.
You're an advocate for therapy, clearly.
For therapy, yeah.
Yeah. So let's kind of I just want to get back on
Am I all over the place? I'm sorry.
No, that's me, because every time you mention something, I'm like, oh, wait, let's stop. Now.
Well, sorry. As far as performance and groundbreaking is Kim.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I agree with that.
Everybody, in one way or another, all these females are somewhat trying to, not all, not like a Rhapsody. Yeah. But anybody who's sexy on stage in hip hop, you're getting a piece of that from Kim.
Yeah. I agree. You know who I actually kind of wish would have went further is Amil.
You liked her?
I liked her.
I didn't get enough.
I mean, I was young. I was very young, but I did like her.
Yeah, but some of these females, like, not females, all, you know what? This show's making me think too much. I hate it. I'm looking inside too much. Because I'm catching myself saying these females, but I would never, men do it too. I've seen a lot of artists, like, get a little deal, their first deal, and like just wild out. Like this girl that Flex has signed to him, Yvette Michelle. I remember she came to the office with like her McDonald's receipts. And was like, yo, you gotta give me the money back for this McDonald's. And I was like, you bringing McDonald's receipts? That's crazy. Like,
but was she struggling?
There was money given.
That doesn't mean anything.
I can't do it. I can't ask another man pay for my McDonald's.
But was it a girl? It was a female though, right?
Yeah. That's okay.
I mean, I hate to be that what was it called? Hypocrite or whatever it is. Double standard. Yeah. But yeah, I could see why a man wouldn't do it, but I could also see why a woman would.
Why? How?
Because, you know, it's like, first of all, if she was struggling, like, I'm just going to put myself in her shoes. If she's struggling.
But she got money. She got a check to get the deal.
Yeah, maybe she didn't handle it right. Well, I don't know. Or maybe in her contract it said all meals covered by.
It definitely didn't say that. I know it didn't say that.
But let's get back on you for a second.
Get back on me.
Maybe we could pick 2 more celebrities before, because I just want to talk about 3 more celebrities. I want to talk about Jay. I want to talk about, I heard you did some time in A&R. I want to talk about that. And then I gotta talk about some comedy.
These fries are cold. Is there an air fryer here?
No.
Do you have an air fryer?
Microwave.
This guy said microwave.
There is a microwave.
Who is this person? He said microwave. You can't put fries in a microwave? Let me ask you a question. What's your name? What? Camden. You go to Red Lobster? You ever get Cheddar Bay biscuits? You ever bring them home? How you heat them up the next morning? If you say microwave, I'll kick you out of the studio so fast. You put them in the oven, right? In a microwave?
You put them in a microwave.
What kind of people are you doing business with?
You know what? He's young.
What are you talking about? You're making Cheddar Bay soup if you put them in the microwave.
He's young.
I need an air fryer.
You know what, though? Yeah.
Imagine you had an air fryer when you were broke back in the day.
Bro, let me tell you something.
Air fryer changed the game.
Ask Eagle Wit who put him onto the air fryer. I was me, right? Give me my kudos.
Air
Look
fryer.
at him right now. I was like,
Yo.
Eagle, you need to get one of these air fryers.
Air fryer, like for the what I had to do to eat broke back in the day. Air fryer nowadays, oh my God.
First of all, you can make anything in an air
It's
fryer.
the best.
Yes, I agree. So let's talk about these names. Jay-Z.
Yes.
I'm a huge Jay-Z fan. I'm damn well, like, I'm gonna just give you perspective.
Yeah.
I'm married now. And if you walk into my house, the center of my house, like in the living room, there is like a 6-foot painting. No lie.
Hove?
Of Jay-Z sitting. No one in the world has this painting, by the way. I'm waiting for the day that I have the opportunity to have him sign this only painting in the world, okay?
Right. Wait.
It's of him sitting with his feet kicked up in the projects with a cooler.
Oh, I
with
know that picture.
Yes, I had it sent to my mom. I had her custom make this painting for me.
That's
and
fire. You got the do-rag?
Yes, I have it. And my husband to this day says, we gotta move that and put a family portrait. And I'm like, yeah, it's not going anywhere. He's like, you could put it in the ground. It's not going anywhere.
That's fire.
But it's
you live in LA.
I live in LA.
Hove lives in LA.
Yeah, look.
You might find him.
Anyways, I promise you, this is a fight that goes on in my house like
That's hilarious.
all the time. But if you walk in my house, it's an original painting of a rare picture. It was Respect Magazine that actually published the picture.
Yep, I remember it.
And I knew the publisher, and I was like, I need that picture. And then
How close does the painting look like the picture, or did the artist take some artistic liberties? Like,
it's my mother who did it, and brick by brick, bro.
Your mother did it?
Yes.
Your mother's an artist?
Yes.
Your mother's an artist? Yeah. Wow.
So I have the only one. I assure you,
That's
I have
dope.
the only one because I know no one in the world has done that.
Right.
So now that
He would love that.
Really?
He would love it.
Well, if you got the plugs, make it happen.
I'll
because
try.
I
I'll
assure
try.
you, I have the only one.
That's fire.
Yes. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, please tell me you got a good Hove story with a good Hove something.
A story. I got a million stories with Hove, but like nothing like
That sticks out, like nothing funny.
Oh, he's super funny.
I feel like he's super sarcastic.
Super sorry. Like, let me tell you about Hove. I know Hove on such a personal level.
Wait, did you rewind on a personal level?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go on.
Well, I mean, I never been to his house.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, like, I worked for him 2 different times.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last time I was on Rock Nation as an artist, so he kind of managed me, but I was like also working there.
Mm-hmm.
So like so he started a label called Rock La Familia.
Mm-hmm.
When he was president of Def Jam, he started Rock La Familia. And when you've heard of OG Juan, right?
Mm-hmm.
OG Juan is the other guy who owned Rock La Familia with him. So OG Juan is one of my mentors as well. So OG Juan and Jay are the people who own 4040. Mm-hmm. So when I worked for Rock La Familia with Juan didn't like to be up at Def Jam. He's like, I don't like being around all these music industry people. So he would only go there for meetings, and our office would be just in his office at 4040.
Yeah.
So every day after work, Jay would usually go to 4040. So we would always be in the club. That's how I know Dez, who's OG Juan's wife, who is now the lady who runs Rock Nation. Mm-hmm. But like she was like not the manager, but one of the owners of 4040, but she also managed it. So like this is like my family. Mm-hmm. So Jay would come in there and it was like all walls down Jay, right?
Okay.
Now, Jay's from Brooklyn, and you're from Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
You know how you animals are. Like, you people from Brooklyn, you got that wall that comes up. So I would see non-wall Hove all the time. And then if me, OG Juan, and Jay in his office, or OG Juan's office, and we order food, chilling, talking. This is when, like, I'll tell you exactly what this was. This is when Jay did the remix to the Kanye song, Diamonds Are Forever.
Okay.
So he had just done it, and he was playing it in the studio, in the office, over and over.
Oh, okay.
And he just kept playing it. And like all he had was his verse. So it goes, I got it from here, yay, damn. And I wonder why he started it like that. But then when you hear the song, you got Kanye's verse, and then Jay cuts him off.
Okay.
Right? So he's playing that over and over and over. Then T.I. comes in randomly. They all start smoking cigars. And then Puffy comes in, and they all start smoking cigars. And I'm like, I'm around my idols. I'm around rich people. I'm just ear hustling everything. Then like 2 more people come in that he didn't really know. They were like maybe T.I.'s business associates or somebody. Like they look white or European, they had suits. And then I see the Jay-Z wall go up. Super friendly.
Yeah.
Super nice and friendly and cordial. But all the laughing and joking around we was doing just 2 minutes ago stopped. And and I was like, oh, he don't know them. I didn't know who knows who.
Yeah.
I go, oh, he don't know them.
Yeah.
And the wall went up like fast.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, so he knows how to turn it on and turn it off whenever.
Yeah.
But my favorite shit, this is my favorite one. We're in Rock Nation. And I was helping them with Tidal when it first started. And I don't know what, I think they were just giving me a check, to be honest with you. Like, we love Cipha, give him a check. So I was helping them with Tidal, but nobody was even listening to me. I was just there. So I'm sitting at I was on the 1 floor. Hov's office was on the next floor up. And there was no stairs. You had to take the elevator.
Okay.
So I'm by the receptionist's desk looking for an envelope to FedEx, something, whatever. He gets off the elevator. He walks into the reception area. I look up. I see him. I give him a head nod. And I look back down, keep doing what I'm doing. He walks past me, walks halfway down the hallway, and goes, nah. And I look over. He goes, I'm still Jay-Z. Get excited when you see me. And I was like, yo, come on. And he walks back over to me. He's like, yo, what the fuck's wrong with you, bro? I'm like, what are you talking about? He goes, I'm still Jay-Z. I go, we're at work. Like, you want me to rap a fan out when we're at work? And he's like, nah, man, nah. I'm saying, walks away. I'm still Hov. I'm H to the O. Like, I was dying laughing, yo. Because he walked past me like an employee, like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then caught himself like, nah, no. That was too little of excitement. Because you can't, I don't know what they tell employees at work there, but I'm sure they tell them, don't get crazy when Hov comes around.
I've heard stories. I mean, I'm definitely not trying to tame him, but I heard stories of like people like, like they said that like you can't take pictures of him. And I heard like someone had took a picture of him in the hallway and they got fired.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And then like no phones were allowed or some crazy stuff.
I believe it. You got to earn it. You got to earn it.
Yeah. I've heard some stories.
Because there's high level people there in the corporation, but there's also like just people who might not even really be into hip hop that like work there.
Yeah.
So, and the turnover rate was high. A lot of people, the company was growing so fast, people were just getting hired, and I'm sure they had to tell them like, you can't fan out over this guy.
Yeah.
But it's hard. He got that aura.
Yeah, he does.
He got that aura.
So, all right,
I'll take you to my broke days.
Yeah.
I'm in London for Carnival, which is like the London version of Labor Day Parade in Brooklyn. And I'm DJing for Lil' Kim, only doing like 3 songs. And then Jay was there with Dame, and they said their DJ Clark Kent got stuck at customs. They wouldn't let him in. So he's like, Kim, can we use your DJ? So I DJ'd for Jay-Z, and he went before us because Kim was bigger than him at the time. And all he wanted to do was Ain't No and Dead Prez. And so remember,
it's crazy just to imagine that Kim was bigger than Jay at some point.
Kim was bigger than Jay.
It's crazy, but go on.
Bigger, like
yeah. No, but sometimes it's crazy looking back now.
Right.
Like, damn, that's crazy.
And then like Jay comes in, that's Biggie's friend. They're all like super excited to see him, but he wasn't the biggest rapper. He was just Biggie's friend that was coming up.
Yeah.
And so there's a West Indian Day festival. So a lot of reggae records are on 45. So on a turntable, there's 33 and there's 45. So when you play 45 records, you have to click the 45 button. And that makes the turntable go faster. So then I go to DJ for Jay, but it's like, yo, our DJ got stuck. You DJ for us. We're going on right now. So I grab my record. I run up there. And they're like, yo, we ready. Go. Play Ain't No First. So I go up there. And it's still on 45. So I go, I just throw the record on. It's like, doom, 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 doom. And the verse starts right off the top. So as soon as I'm scratching, he gets ready to do the verse and it's mad fast. And he gives me this look. Like, you just ruined my life. You ruined my life. You ruined my career. And it was the craziest look ever. And I was like, sorry. And I just rewound it. But so to this day, he brings that up. To this day.
Wow.
He'll bring, yo, remember you ruined my show in London? I'm like, I didn't ruin it. It was 10 seconds. And he's like, nah, I just brought it back.
Okay, so let's bring it to like when you were A&R.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about that experience.
Which one?
Like, let's just talk about Drake or like that.
Like what?
I heard. Did you have anything to do with Drake?
Well, no, I was supposed to.
Tell us about it.
I failed miserably.
Tell us about it. Tell us about it.
I have a joke that I do that I could have signed Drake and I didn't do it, but. That's not. The joke is like makes me look like a loser, but really it's not. So Toronto is like my second home. So I was in Toronto every year for Carabana, which is the other West Indian festival. But I used to be in Toronto all the time. Like Cardinal Fischel, like one of my best friends, and I got introduced to Drake through who's the guy that runs the OVO thing? What's his name? Oliver. That an OVO guy? Is that,
I don't know.
He runs like the OVO clothing and all that stuff. Okay. So I was up there and they were like, "Yo, Cipha, this is when it was 07, so I just left Rock La Familia because I got a job as a VJ on MTV. And Hov said to me, yo, you should take that job. You can always be an A&R. You're not always going to be the young, hot DJ that gets on MTV. So I was like, okay, you're right. So I took it. And then, so Drake, people, they gave me his CD. And if you look it up, it's the CD where he got the P coat on with the leaves, with the fall leaves behind him. You know what I'm talking about, right? If you Google, I forgot what it's called, but he got the P coat on and the autumn leaves in the background. And then I looked at it, I was like, what the fuck is this R&B? What is this? And then so the story is he met me at this place called Fran's Diner. Anyone in Toronto knows Fran's Diner. And he was like, yo, I'm trying to get a deal, But he was mad young, like super young. And I just told him, I was like, yo, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for artists right now because I just got on MTV. Like I'm trying to do my thing. You know, I'm not trying to sign anyone right now. And he was like, no, I'm telling you, I'm this, I'm that. And I was like, I believe you, but I'm sorry, I was starting to feel, because I had gotten this whole Rihanna situation where basically got taken away from me. And I felt like, I was like, I'm going to focus on me. Also, I was managing the group Nina Sky. And they were annoying me because like, I was doing more work than them. Like, I'm showing up early, I'm setting up the turn, I was DJing for them, I was managing them. Sometimes they would be late, sometimes they would complain about the bread, and I'm like, yo, any bread you get for performing is worth it. Like, we gotta get to it.
Yeah.
And so I was frustrated, so I was like, I'm not looking for artists right now, I wanna just focus on me. I wish I could rap, because if I could rap, I would outwork all of you. And that was my concept. I mean, that was my mind frame. So then like a year and a half later, maybe not that long, maybe like a year later, like he starts getting the buzz. Like all the college girls like, oh, Drake. I was like, I know someone named Drake. That can't be the same kid. And it was the same kid.
Damn.
And then, but I was still cool with him. I'm still cool with him to this day. My old manager runs OVO.
Okay.
Mr. Morgan runs it. Like, but like, you know the famous freestyle when he came up to flex and he had the BlackBerry? There's like a YouTube video where everybody made fun of him because he was reading off the BlackBerry. I'm the one who brought him there.
Oh, wow.
I brought him to, like, I was telling Flex, yo, there's this kid.
Wow.
He's really dope. He's from Toronto. Flex is like, you love Toronto. Everything from Toronto. And I said, no, I'm telling you, he's buzzing. Like, we should get him up. But he came up. I didn't sign him. But I could have signed. Like, Rihanna, I was responsible for helping get a deal.
So you helped get her a deal?
Oh, no, I got her the deal.
Oh, wow.
I got her the deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I almost got Damian Marley a deal.
Okay.
But it was like very close. But then the Marley family was like, because I was trying to sign him to Rock La Familia.
Mm-hmm.
Rock La Familia was like Jay-Z. It was called like a world label.
Mm-hmm.
So we were trying to do Caribbean. We were trying to do Spanish, all that stuff. And the Marley family was like, we don't sign to rappers. They shut us down. No, okay, thank you, Mr. Jay-Z, but we're Marley.
Okay.
We don't sign to rappers.
Wow.
Man, it was nasty.
So where did comedy come in the mix?
Oh, because I didn't sign Drake, so I got fired from hip hop. Nah, comedy came. Am I name dropping too much?
No, we love it.
Drops?
No, we love
This
it.
guy puts microwave. I can't believe it. So, okay. There's a lot of different. So basically.
I'm pivoting you a lot.
No. There's a lot of reasons why comedy came into play. First of all, when I got my own show on the radio, my first big show was called Cipha Saturdays. It was the difference between a jock and a DJ. Like a DJ mixes records and a jock just talks. Like Angie Martinez is a jock. Mm-hmm. So they gave me the show on Saturday, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They wanted me to be a jock from 9 a.m. to noon and then mix on Saturday at noon. Never been done before. Nobody, you got to remember, everything we hear nowadays is so common. This was the first time ever there was a DJ on the radio at noon on a Saturday.
Okay.
Because I was like, yo, let me mix. My boss was like, yo, you could be a jock. I was like, I don't want to be a jock. I just want to be a DJ. She's like, I'll let you DJ, but you got to be a jock. Because she saw something in me that I didn't see at the time, that I would be a good radio personality. I'm thinking noon on a Saturday, everyone's in their car, washing their car, doing laundry, grocery shopping. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It was like an untapped market as far as like mixing like party vibes. So anyway, when I got that show, when I was doing the talking part, I would be doing pranks because nobody's there on Saturday. There's no bosses in the building. So I was wilding out. Mm-hmm. I would call one Chinese restaurant and then put them on conference call with another Chinese restaurant and they would start yelling at each other. I would be doing shit like that all the time. And then, listen, if you want to have fun, try that. And then go, can I place an order? And then that's all you gotta say, and just let it run. So I was doing these little pranks, and everybody would say to me, "You funny, yo. You funny on the radio." Like I'd be DJing at night, and girls would come up to me like, "Yo, you mad funny, you mad funny." So like the hustler brain in me was like, "Why do they keep saying funny? Like what is this funny thing?" The hustler brain, nowhere in there did I think I was a comedian. I was just like, people keep saying I'm funny. How can I make money with funny? Okay. So I started producing a comedy show and had it packed out because I was on the radio. So I could, you know what I mean? The same way I could, every DJ in the world was doing a nightclub. Not one DJ was doing a comedy show. Okay. So I was like, I wonder if I could get people to come to a comedy show. And then from there, but also before that, I was a DJ on the Chappelle Show. So Dave, we used to warm up the crowd before we started taping. And I used to do some DJ. The Little John skit came from me. You know Lil Jon?
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle's Lil Jon. He's like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. That came from me. I had a Lil Jon record and we would be fucking with the audience and Dave would say something and I would just scratch in, what? Yeah. What? Yeah. And he was like, yo, why you keep doing? I'm like, yo, that's the thing people say when they hear Lil Jon. Mm-hmm. And then like a couple weeks later, he shot the Lil Jon sketch. So anyway, so Dave was like, yo, you funny, you should do stand-up. And I was like, this is 2002, 2003. Okay. Like, why the fuck would I do stand-up? What are you talking about? Like, you're an idiot. But this Dave Chappelle, he knew. Yeah. And then another time when I was on MTV, both Will Smith and Jamie Foxx said I was funny.
You're seeing a lot of funny keep popping up.
I'm just being me.
Yeah.
I'm funny with my friends on a road trip.
Yeah. Well, you sound like you're a lot of fun, to be honest.
Oh, no, I'm not fun at all.
Oh.
No. I'm funny. I am not fun. I am boring.
Oh, okay.
100%. So...
I'm looking at Eagle. Is that true?
Yeah, he knows. I'm pretty boring. I'm out.
He was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm out. Him, Eagle Wit, very funny comedian. Him and all the other younger comics after the show, they chilling, they talking, they about to go somewhere, drink. That I'm in my car. I'm out. I'm watching fucking Columbo in my car on the way home. But like Jamie Foxx, like I'm just being a VJ
yeah.
on MTV. And they're like, yo, you funny, bro.
Funny.
I was like, really? Why? Why are you saying that? And Will Smith was like, yo, he pulled me aside. He goes, do you do comedy? I go, nah, I'm a DJ. He goes, you should do comedy.
Wow.
I was like, wow, okay. So then they all was fumbling around in my head. And I started doing that show, and then I started taking it seriously.
Okay. And then when did you actually step behind the mic and like become stand-up?
So I would say I did a year of my shows at this place called Comics. It's not there anymore, 14th and 9th. And it was called the Don't Get Gas comedy series. Everybody came to my show. All rappers. I mean, Drake was there, Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, T.I., everybody came to my show. Then Kevin Hart, Mike Epps, Tracy Morgan. Like,
wow.
My show used to be I don't know nothing about sports, but there used to be crazy NBA players and football players in there. Like my boy used to be like, that's John Starks. Just say something about dunking on Jordan. I was like, okay. I go on stage, I go, yeah, you dunked on Jordan. And the crowd goes crazy. I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. But so then that became like this celebrity. But the celebrities would all come. And then after a year of that, I was just going on stage saying hi and then introducing the comedian. And then I tried one little joke here, one little joke there. It started to work. Oh, that's funny, like da-da-da. And then like a year of that, some comics stepped to me. Talent, Capone, Will Sylvans, a couple of those guys, Mark Vieira, they cornered me and they go, okay, we need to talk to you. I was like, okay, what the fuck? And they're like, you seem to be really trying to take this shit seriously. Because when radio people do a comedy show, they like kind of steal jokes and try to just run off their radio fame or whatever fame. Like, they were like, you seem to really like this. I paid well. It was a Tuesday night, packed. Everybody wanted to come to my show.
Yeah.
And I paid well. I didn't care about making, like, I would pay a lot. And they were like, if you want to take this seriously, you need to know this doesn't count. I was like, why? They're like, this is your fans. These are your audience. They know you already. You got to go where no one knows you. Because you're...
snap.
So they're like, come to like this little hole in the wall or this little bar in Queens or whatever. And the next year was just bombing. Just horrifically bombing.
Okay.
Just disgusting. But I kept going back. So they were like, you want to be a comedian. So you got to like now really try it.
Commit and face the music.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I was on the morning show on Hot 97 and like a comic, like somebody like, let's say Kevin Hart, like this is before he was big, but he was like, yo, you want to come to Albany with us this weekend? But like we leaving on Thursday. We got a show Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And I'm like, I can't, I'm on the radio. And this is where when I had the chance to go be Rihanna's DJ, I said no because I was on the radio and I always regretted it. So then I started regretting when comics would ask me to go open for them and I couldn't go.
Oh. Okay.
So that's when I started saying, oh, I need to make a choice.
And you made the choice.
I made the choice, yeah.
Comedy.
But also, the last 2 years of Hot 97 were horrible for me. Horrible.
So where can your fans or people that are interested in seeing your stand-up or find you, get tickets to your show, like where can they all catch you at?
Well, if I'm in New York, I'm mostly at the Comedy Cellar.
Okay.
But
do you do Instagram and all that stuff?
Yeah.
What's
If you
your
follow,
Insta?
it's just my name at Cipha Sounds.
Okay.
Cipha Sounds. Like I always say, the Comedy Cellar, but then also the Comedy Cellar sells out every show.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even invite people there because we can't get them in.
Yeah, but people are gonna want to see you do stand-up.
So I started posting clips on my Instagram about a year ago, and the only reason why I do it is because my hip hop fans did not necessarily follow me to comedy, which pissed me off. And I had a long talk with a friend of mine. He was like, no, it's not that they didn't follow you. You didn't tell them to follow you. Like, they're supposed to just do it, you got to tell them.
Yeah.
So I started posting clips. And my only reason I post clips is for all my old fans to see I do this now.
Yeah.
That's my goal. And it's working.
It is.
I'm not trying to blow up off TikTok and Instagram yet.
Yeah.
Right now, I already have a fan base.
Right now, you're just like trying to make the official announcement.
Right.
That there's a transition happening, guys. You want to keep it with Cipha Sounds and everything he's doing comedy-wise.
Yeah.
Because he's officially in the comedy circuit.
And I'm 7 years late in announcing this, so thank you.
So it's officially been announced that Cipha Sounds has exited.
But also, like I said before, I don't care. I'm enjoying the journey. Yeah. Come, don't come, whatever.
Come check him out because I know I will be. Thank you so much.
You're wrapping up? I didn't even get to any stories yet. All right.
Thank you so much.
You guys got a microwave for these French fries?
You don't even want a microwave for the French fries. Thank you so much for coming all the way down to Brooklyn because I know you absolutely look at you hating on Brooklyn.
It's the worst.
Make sure you keep that energy for Jay.
Listen, last thing, I gotta go. I know you gotta go. We gotta leave. Thank you, Charlemagne. 2 things. 1, BK is the stupidest thing in the world because it's 2 syllables. Brooklyn. So it should be BL. I don't know how it became BK. So the name of where you live is.
I'm sorry, but look at Eagle's face when you say that. His wheels are turning like.
Listen, I don't know why you Brooklyn people. Where do you live in Brooklyn? That makes no sense.
Okay.
It's Brooklyn. Also, you Brooklyn people live on Long Island. I know you hate to admit it. I know you don't want to admit it. You don't want to look at you. You're hurt right now. You're upset. Look at a map. There's a place called Manhattan, and to the right of that on a map, there's a place called Long Island. The first place you see on that island is Brooklyn, but you live on Long Island.
I'm sorry, but
have a nice day.
I know you guys are listening to the show, but we have a small audience here, and if you see Eagle Witz in the house, if you see his face, his jaw is like half
Every face
open.
in here.
I'm like, what?
I might not listen. If you never hear from me again, I was murdered somewhere in Brooklyn by these microwave French fry dudes.
Oh my God. Well, I just want to say it's a pleasure having you. We may have to do, if I come back to New York, we may just have to do another run of this because I feel like you have a body of art of stories.
Can we do it in Manhattan?
We could make an exception to do it in Manhattan. Hopefully my budget will be bigger.
If we do it in Manhattan, I'll do it.
Deal.
All right.
Now, what do we got to do to get this Jay-Z painting signed? Make it happen, Siph. Make it happen.
I could make it happen.
Make it happen. We're gonna hold him to it, everybody.
I could try. He loves stuff like that, but it's the timing.
It's the time.
It's all timing. I gotta pick up a painting from you, find him. He loves stuff like that.
Be like, look what I found in my garage.
No, I can't lie.
You have a fan out there.
You got a real fan, yeah.
You got a real fan. All right, thank you so much for coming to BL.
Yo, BL all day.
Thanks for visiting Long Island and coming to BL. We really appreciate eating these wings.
BL all day, son.
Everybody, you can catch Cipha Sounds. Follow him on Instagram. I'll be checking him out before I leave town. I'm going to try and figure out where you're at.
Every night, Comedy Cellar.
I'll go to Comedy Cellar tonight. Comedy Cellar. All right, thank you guys. Check y'all out next time. Peace.
Was that good?
Was that good? Good. Whee!